Hello everybody and welcome to an update video. We got a lot to talk about and not a lot of time to do it, so we're jumping directly into this by saying a new FNAF trailer came out. Upload is going to be coming out later today, doing a reaction video of the trailer. I have already seen it, but we're going to analyze it, we're going to look at everything we can, and theorize about as many things as we can. Another thing that I want to mention is the reason that I've been gone for a little bit. Basically, I was out of town for like a full week because I was visiting my girlfriend and we were doing a bunch of stuff for Valentine's week, which basically means that there was no video for a week. And I was supposed to schedule a video for halfway through the week, but I forgot to actually schedule it. So that edited and recorded video will be up today, right after this video, like 10-15 minutes, give it a little bit, and that video will also be coming out. And another thing I want to mention is Hypnospace Outlaw. We're gonna be full forcing that game until it's done. That's right, we're just non-stop Hypnospace Outlaw because I want to get that game beat as soon as possible, because it's been like what, 3 months since we've started that game. It's been a bit, so I'm gonna do everything I can to get that game done and out as soon as possible, especially with this new FNAF game coming out. I don't want to still be playing Hypnospace Outlaw by the time this one comes out, because I know that this FNAF game is going to be taking all of my attention. And speaking of FNAF, I also want to mention that we are going to be doing a theory, finally, on Help Wanted 2 and Security Breach and all that. We're going to be wrapping that up with a theory encompassing everything into one video that we found out during all of our videos and streams on that shit, because we did so much for that game. We've scoured everything in both of those games, so we gotta really go back and talk about that, because I said we would a really long time ago, and then it just kept throwing new lore at us and new theory stuff at us. So instead of just having that happen, I'm going to do a little bit of research, maybe catch up a little bit, watch some of my own videos talking about this shit, and we're finally going to do a proper FNAF theory. And I think if we can fit it in there, we're also going to be throwing it Into the Pit, because I want to do a theory on Into the Pit, but I don't know what the theory would be yet, because I don't remember what happened in that fucking game. And to clarify, I remember some stuff, alright? I remember what's important. I remember the main things. I remember the little guy. I don't even remember his name, but I remember him becoming a robot at the end. Or not becoming a robot, but we get to see what happens to the kids when they die, which is why Bonnie and Chica and Freddy attack you. It's because they don't know who they are. They've lost themselves. They are lost souls at this point, and they don't actually remember anything or anyone, which is the reason they attack stuff, because William Afton is in control during that point in the timeline or whatever. But we're not here to talk about FNAF lore. We're not gonna talk about the lore in this update video, and I gotta be strict about this on myself, because otherwise I'm gonna fuck up and this video is gonna be 20 minutes long and half of it's gonna be a theory. But we're not talking about the FNAF lore in here. We're going to talk about that in a different video, so stay tuned for that if you enjoy FNAF. And also, I want to mention that the Friday Night Funkin' viewers are going to be a little bit happy, because we're coming back. We're coming back with some Friday Night Funkin'. Listen, I've been going back, and I've been playing some Friday Night Funkin'. The game's really fun. And I still play it in my free time, and I feel like if I'm already playing it in my free time, I might as well do some videos on it. And I have a couple mods in mind too to do these videos on, whether that be maybe some mods that we missed, maybe some mods that just came out, who knows, we'll see, depends on what came out recently. And I definitely have at least 2 mods that I want to do on the channel. I don't even want to spoil it. You know what? I'm going to keep it a surprise, because these are bangers. One of them is probably my favorite Friday Night Funkin' mod, but not really. Okay, it's a weird situation, because this Friday Night Funkin' mod for the longest time was my favorite Friday Night Funkin' mod, but I also can recognize that the quality is just worse than other mods. So hopefully this will bring it back up to being my favorite. But as of right now, it's third favorite, because there's stuff like Indie Cross or other things that are more intense, like Void Chronicles. But regardless, I do want to mention that we are not going to be taking requests this time, because I feel like that was the problem with Friday Night Funkin' before. The problem was that every time I did a Friday Night Funkin' video, I had a list of 20 mods to get through afterwards, and I was like, oh man, this is too much. So we're only going to be playing the most curated, most banger mods that I can find, because I have a couple in mind, and I know they're gonna be insanely good. I know they're gonna be top tier, and that's what I need. That's what I need for Friday Night Funkin' content. No more lame-o stuff where it's like 3 songs. No more EXE mods. Because listen, I got so burnt out on that so quick. The Sonic EXE mods need to stop. I'm sorry, but just don't do that anymore. And there was a couple other things with Friday Night Funkin' where it just got super oversaturated and not really very creative. And like, sure, the songs were good, but if the mod isn't creative, like 75% of the enjoyment of Friday Night Funkin' for me is like the style, the visuals, the animations. It's so cool. There's just something about it. When you click a note and you see the animation go to that note, and you click a note and you miss and you see the animation miss, it looks so cool. And it like, it's so much more satisfying than a game like Guitar Hero. So we are going to be checking out a couple Friday Night Funkin' mods, like maybe 1 or 2. And also, when it comes to streaming, we're going to be upgrading our stream setup. We're going to be getting Streamlabs, finally, getting the chat on screen. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff for the streams. And the first stream we're going to be doing is Dead Rising Infinite mode, because I said we were going to do that, and we're going to, damn it. We are going to stream until we can't anymore on Dead Rising Infinite mode. We're just gonna stream until we die, basically. So it could be an hour and a half, it could be 7 hours, it could be 2 days. We'll see. Because there is an achievement for surviving 24 hours in that mode. So we'll see what happens. But regardless, that's not important. What is important is that we're also going to be just doing more YouTube in general, because I feel like I've been a little bit neglectful of the channel. You know, we haven't really released that much, and there's a lot of stuff we need to catch up on, a lot of stuff we need to do, and I feel like I just haven't really been putting in that much effort. And I think the reason for that is because I've been burnt out in general, because this year has been probably the busiest year of my life. I mean, I mentioned it earlier in the video, but I have a girlfriend now, which wasn't the case last year. And the entire year has been kind of focused on doing a bunch of stuff, like getting a job, getting things situated, getting things, you know, worked out. And as of right now, I have just been so busy that I haven't really had that much time to do YouTube. But we're starting to get to a point where it's stabilizing, it's evening out, and even though I am going to have less time than I did before, like less time than I did last year, I am still going to have enough time to do at least, I'm thinking a video every other day. We'll see what happens, but hopefully a video every other day. I'm going to be aiming for that, and I also want to start doing shorts again, because I feel like we are a little neglectful on that end, and I want to upload more shorts. But yeah, with all that being said, I think we covered everything. We're going to be doing shorts, we're going to be doing Five Nights at Freddy's, we're going to be doing a Five Nights at Freddy's theory, we're going to be uploading every other day, hopefully. That's what we're going to be aiming for. We're going to be putting in a lot more effort. We got the editing already better on the channel, but we're going to be doing more for that as well. We're going to be doing even more editing than we are right now. And even if it's not by that much at first, we're going to ease into trying to get like way more edits into the videos, whether that's like edits like meme edits or something like that. We'll see what we can do. I'm going to experiment, but I do kind of want to keep it semi-classic YouTube. I don't think we're going to do subtitles on screen. I don't think we're going to do anything that crazy when it comes to editing, because I don't want it to be, you know, that crazy. I want this to be kind of an OG channel, but we are also going to be trying to do some weird edits, like some classic Game Grumps type edits. You know the ones. And if you don't, that's okay. Just stay tuned and you'll find out. Damn, that was a smooth transition. So with that being said, I'm gonna actually end this video here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, especially if you watched this video. I mean, these update videos usually are just like me rambling for a really long time. So I really tried to keep it quick and concise, and I hope it worked. But yeah, that's the end of this one. Like and subscribe and all that shit if you want to support the channel. It helps out a ton, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, peace out.